Hi, my name is Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play. We are playing The Legend of Dragoon and recording it all on VHS. Last time, hey, we got 2 treasure chests. That's it. Anyway, oh, it's been a couple hours, but the salt is still there. Anyway, it's Capital Velweb. Apparently home of Emperor Diaz, who is not Emperor Doel, who is the emperor I thought they were talking about originally, I guess. I don't know. It's all proper name salad anymore these days. But let's go. Here we are at the capital city Velweb. 7 towers. Is Diaz waiting for us somewhere in there? That is the tower. The capitalization on this. That is the tower of the 7 dragoons. And there we go with the dragoons again. That is the tower of the 7 dragoons. Throne of the Holy Emperor is underneath there. We are standing at the legendary place where humans began their liberation. I wonder if it is an abominable place as well. You think too much. It's the same as Cadesa, isn't it? When you drag the past around, you cannot walk anywhere. It is true, Meru. The Forbidden Land that was the royal capital of the Winglies. And this Velweb is mere historic ruin. Yes. We can do nothing but settle for the present. Okay. Let's find some more geometry to get stuck on. I don't know why. Something like recently in the game, it feels like there's just more like random bits of geometry that are just like corners or something that I keep getting stuck on. Of course, it's all pre-rendered backgrounds and whatnot, so like where the geometry actually is, you know, a whole dang deal. And what's up, Bat Lady? Let's move that camera around a bit. This'll do. Okay, so actually call the succubus. Neat. One day I'll hit my additions again. Oh boy. It's stun or sleep or something. I do love how the succubus has like kind of the jester hat, I guess. I'm thinking of the Knights series. That's Knights with an N. Starting with an N. Hooray, some healing stuff. I was actually kind of low, I think. Completely recovers. Great, cool. Alright, so that's all my good stuff. There's... I don't know which is better. Like, if I do the multi thing, does it do more damage than, like, fire-based powerful attack for all, fire-based attack for all? Which does more damage? Who knows? Anyway, let's get rid of some gushing magma. I see you down there, treasure chest. So theoretically, we should be getting close to the end of Disc 3, which is pretty exciting. What if you didn't? What if you didn't charge Spirit? How about that? I see you with your counterattack coming in right at the end. Still a thing about this game. It's just like the whole counterattack system. It's as always, it's a neat idea, but like that it's based off of like how fast a hit is coming in makes it to where it's like those quick back-to-back hits. If the counterattack kicks in at that point, it's I would say that it's alright. Also, I can't take this camera angle. I would say it's just like it's not impossible, but it is improbable to defend against or to react quickly enough. For that, to react quickly enough to not get hit by the counterattack. Which again falls into like it's just like again like the dominoes start falling around the entire combat system of doing that. Just like, well, the whole the hey, can't carry any more items, of course. All right, I don't really want to get rid of healing items right now, but at the same time, I've got a lot of attack items. Let's get rid of a gushing magma again. Hooray. My favorite. The best item, in fact. Alright, I see you down there, merchant dudes. How do I get to you? Great. But yeah, like, when the counterattacks happen on the fast hits and you don't actually have enough time to respond, you can respond if you're really good, but also, like, it's real tight. And also, like, counterattacks throw a wrench into the timing. I really don't want to leave you alive. But like right there, you can see that when the counterattack animation has to kick in for a moment, that just like it completely sets it throws off the timing of everything. So it's just like, okay, wait, hold on, pause, and don't hit the button yet, don't hit the button yet, and okay, we're back in. I think I chose the wrong Rubit. Okay, let's see what y'all have for sale over yonder. Brother, there are no customers here. I'm not doubting your word, though. Don't worry. Believe me, there are always customers, even in this kind of place. Okay, I believe you, brother. Huh? You're right, brother. There really are customers. It's all due to the skills of my passionate merchant soul. Ha! You have to learn from this. I sell weapons, and I sell items. We're peddlers. Must be fated that we would be here. Why don't you take this chance to buy something? Let me thank you in advance. Alright. Cool. Oh, that smoke ball thing, which I forgot I had gotten, is just flat out, yep, can just escape. I don't know if I want to hold on to that, quite frankly. Like, okay, cool. It's great that we have an option for running away at all times. We could also just run away or, you know, win at combat. Is there ever a world in which I use this? I really don't think so. And, like, it's just eating up really valuable inventory space right now. It's like, if I want to... I don't run from combat. That's just not a thing I do. Like, I used to as a kid, I would run from combat, and that would always bite me in the butt in whatever JRPG I was playing, where I would be drastically underleveled because I ran from combat. So, like, it's just a thing that I don't do. I think I'm going to sell this one. I know it's repeatable, but, like... That's a big nope. That's a real big nope. I have not used Pandemonium in forever. Like... I'm always torn on the idea of this one. Like, it would be useful for ads of just like, hey, stop hitting Miranda, basically. give Dart some use with his giant HP pool. Just hit Dart. But like, it only works on minor enemies. It's don't have item space for repeatable items that take up most of this space. Sure would love to get rid of these and not have to carry them around. It would be really great. But no, they... Oh, this game. Okay. Alright, we're not going to get rid of anything else there, but we are going to purchase 3 of these. Which does fill up almost the entirety of my inventory. I didn't need that many of those, now I think about it. Anyway. Like, this stuff is really useful. It hits pretty hard. It's something for Miranda to do. Like, that's always what it comes down to. Is just like, cool, boss fight. Let's do Dragoon stuff. I do not have space for all these. Screw it. I'm taking the money. We'll keep the ones that don't require me to sit there and tap buttons really hard. I really want to get rid of this. I really want to get rid of this. I have made decisions. It's like, I use this all the time because it's actually, like, really useful. I've not used this since, like, the Emperor Doel fight. These are less important now. By far. I'm gonna hold on to them because I'm a dummy. I did have 2 heat blades. Say hello to the other ones. Yeah, sure. Alright. You already have it. Energy Girdle. Raises physical attack and defense power. That was a little tempting. Okay, so it looks like it does as much as the attack badge, however the attack badge also raises magic. Oh, that's a little tempting, but it's also really expensive. And armor for you, I don't like you anyway. Alright. The sword you have now is better than the Felgen. Heatblade we're only keeping around because it's fire attack based. This is a pretty cool sword, but also I don't know if I'll ever get around to using this. This is your darkness based sword, so I'll keep it. Whatever you have is better than Dancing Dagger. And the Demon Stiletto frightens enemy with a given probability versus whatever you have. Yours is probably better, so screw it. Light based. Wind based. Confusing enemies with a certain probability. Yeah, whatever. Do I need chainmail for everybody? No. Should probably confirm what you actually have equipped. This is only for you and you alone, so it turns very quickly into the, like, why do I even bother keeping anything around? Because your armor is uninteresting, is what it comes down to. The Armit and Salays. Keep these around because it gives me something to, like, unequip with. So, screw that. Screw this. And we get back into our pile of all of the things, what I have. I think everything that I do have is actually of worth, except for, like, the bracelets, but I do kind of like keeping those around because it gives me, hey, what about when things are going on? Hooray, I can sort my inventory. Cool. Do I care to buy you a weapon? Screw it, I don't use you in my party. Do I care to buy you armor? No, I don't like you. Do I want to buy this neat ring? It's expensive. No, actually, I'd rather save my money. So, hopefully that won't bite me in the butt later. Dart, look at that huge battery. Humans shot huge arrows from there, aiming at the Tower of Flanvel. And back then, humans thought this way. But the arrow would not only shear the darkness that covers the earth, but also shear their corrupted hearts which were accustomed to being ruled. Why are you suddenly starting to say this? I don't know. I still cannot tell. But if we meet the guy who claims he is Diaz, I think we can find out the reason. I'm speaking nonsense again. Let's get going. A hero from history is waiting for us. Zoom. Save point. Save point. Shirley, are you the same ghost as from before? I have been waiting for you. You're Shirley. Why? Why are you here? You ascended to heaven, I thought. Before that, I had something I had to take care of here in Velweb. I couldn't leave the trapped souls alone in this world. Are you talking about? Yes. The 4 souls of the Dragoons who lost their lives during the Dragon campaign. Their souls were drawn to Mayfill. A gate of the Inferno from which you can never return is requesting the souls of the Dragoons. The Death City of Mayfill? I thought it was destroyed. Using Rose's voice. I don't know how, but it is true that the gate of the Inferno is open. Rose, I made their souls inert and anchored them in this place. But there is a limit to my power. After you meet Diaz, please visit this place again and lead their souls to heaven. The souls of Dragoons are wandering somewhere in the towers. We have to take care of something else now. Let's go find Diaz. Oh, I'm not just losing Rose's voice, I'm losing my voice too. Heck. Okay, so apparently we need to come back over here and go left to deal with Dragoons. Or I can just totally whiff it. That works too. Alright, Dart, you're up. Do some damage for once. do.
Demon scouts.
Let me hack up that edition real bad.
Yes. Go. 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 Moves right.
Save point. Save point. Nope. I have 10 saves before I reach the point of no return and overwrite the time what I sold a bunch of repeatable items. So what happens if I try to go this way? That's a big purple door. I feel like they are going to turn me away. After you meet Diaz, please visit the place again to lead their souls to heaven. Don't forget about coming back. Alright, we'll just keep the succubus from doing anything, because I imagine she's going to be the one that's actually trouble causing. The robot just, you know, hits somewhat hard. And doesn't die when I, you know, screw up my attacks.
Go. Go. Moves right.
Oh, I'll wait for Dart so he can get his full health back.
Yes. Go. Go. Moves right.
Trying to determine what's going on with the succubus's legs. Like, they kind of look like it could either be that it's like meant to be that she's in like one of those, you know, down to the floor sort of dresses that come to like a point. I don't know how anyone is meant to walk in said type of dresses, but is it that, or is it like more of a mermaid type situation where I hate this. Here's 12 pathways that you could go. So is it like a mermaid situation where it's like actually like she has bat, I don't know, like bat tentacle legs, something? I don't know. Or is it like one of those, I don't know dress styles, so I can't actually like say what it looks like, but like anyway. Just trying to parse ye old 3D models. Anybody. Just satisfy me. That is one of the dragoons who lived during the Dragon campaign? Shirley said that let's try that again. Shirley said that she's making them inert. That's why it doesn't recognize us. There's no reason for us to be here now. Okay, so this is the way I wasn't supposed to go, and I'm supposed to go down the long purple path. Alright. Frankensteins. Maximum volt. Sure would be great if I could hit my additions. Hey, what if you just don't? Let's go for that. And I hit the wrong one.
Die.
Yes. Go. Go. Moon's right.
Let's make a greater effort to keep everybody topped up.
Yes. Go. Go. Moon's right.
I wish I left the game manual in reach. Something I've been kind of wanting to like double check is what maximum Dragoon level is, because I thought it said 9, but it does seem like 5 is the actual answer, because that's at the point where everybody's getting their like dragon. Yeah, I got it, Shirley. Bye. Sorry, I just don't know which way you're saying is the way to come back to. Oh, there's going to be a lot of stuff in the end game of this, and I don't know how much of it I actually want to do. On camera, at least. And, like, the truth is, once I'm done recording this, I can't imagine myself playing more of it.
Die. Demon stance.
It's like I'm kind of curious to go and see what the Dragoon stuff here is going to be about, and like what
Yes.
the weird secret wizard was about.
Go. Moon's
And, like, I don't know if there were any other, like, obviously in-game threads for me to pull on later.
Demon scouts.
Like, it does feel like there's been a good little... There's been a couple things that have, like, definitely screamed. Endgame bonus boss fight dungeon things. Possibly even super bosses, who knows.
Die.
But at the very least, it's like, okay, the Dragoons, they're like right there. Alright, just shovel items into my inventory I just cleaned out. Stuck on something. Yeah, it's like we've got Dragoons, we've got Spoopy Wizard guy. We have seemingly pointless pathing here. Well, I find this fight a little concerning.
Die.
That was easy. That's not the button I wanted.
Yes. Gus. 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 Moon strike.
Die. Demon scouts.
Alright, well, since you're almost dead, we might as well get Rose topped off. We'll try to get Dart the killing blow so that he can earn points towards additions. Alright, that's close enough.
Yes. Gus. 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 Moon strike.
A total vanishing, oh boy. What a useful item. Rose's hairband, specifically that of Rose. Color me intrigued, however, she also has the dragon hat thing. Okay, well, at least she could have a thing that lets her not get instant dead. And I'm assuming that is, in fact, Rose and only Rose gets to wear that. I'm going to leave her with the dragon helmet. The hairband might be worth pulling out every once in a while for, like, when we run into a boss that has instant death and we have to go fight it and then go back because we, you know, all got instant death. Feel like I want to go around to this guy. Yeah. A spirit potion. Oh boy. Time to get into a fight. Yeah, like, Sarkias from, like, the waist down. Is that, like... I don't know, okay. She had leg shapes when she flew around. Take this trash out of my inventory. Billy. Couldn't quite tell if that was like one of those. Her lower half. It was like, is it like a mermaid situation, or is it like just one of those dresses that like looks like there's no way to move your legs at all? The answer seems to be dress that looks like you can't move your legs at all. Shauna! Huh? Diaz. Here are the 3 divine moon objects. There are no more obstacles to hinder our utopia. Release the girl. Fine. Diaz, what are you going to do with the divine moon objects? Didn't you hear it from Lloyd? My only desire is the advent of the last species. If you're the true Diaz, you should know what that implies. Total destruction. What do you... Lloyd, well done bringing me the moon gem, moon dagger, and moon mirror. Now we can let the Virage embryo, the god of destruction and the last species we desire, the true Virage, arise. I will create the utopia you wanted, after the Virage embryo purges the world. Everything so far was an overture to that. Lloyd, he showed you a false utopia from the beginning. You deceived me. My utopia exists in the future of this world. What I desire is the creation of the future, not the destruction of this world. I don't need you anymore. Diaz, what are you thinking? I don't need to hide anymore. Cutscene?
Rose, Dart. Father?
Oh, it cannot be!
Okay. Welcome back to a JRPG. As it turns out, the enemy is related to the main character and also the spooky lady girl who has always been around. This is fine. This is just like hidden on some tropes. So is that really you, Dad? You died with Melbu Frama on each other's swords. Rose, what are you talking about? Now I can tell you everything. I was half expecting more cutscene. The beginning of the world was an absolute nothingness. Darkness. I cannot land. Where was this voice? The creator Soa sowed a seed to the earth. There we go. This is the plan of Soa that created all species, the birth of the divine tree. Eventually, the fruit of the divine tree ripened and fell to the ground, to fill the world with life. Gigantos from the 97th fruit. Minitos from the 99th fruit. Dragons from the 105th fruit. Humans from the 106th fruit. Winglies with magic power from the 107th fruit. And at the end, the Virage embryo, god of destruction, was to be born from the 108th fruit. Soa desired the destruction and regeneration of the world by the Virage embryo, the god of destruction. However, 1100 years ago, Winglies found out the tragedy waiting for them and sealed the 108th fruit by separating the flesh and soul. The flesh for the god. The flesh of the Virage embryo was taken away from the Winglies as the moon that never sets, that glows in the sky. And the soul of the god was captured in the crystal sphere, and Melbu Frama kept it. Yes, to withdraw unlimited magic power from that and to conquer the other creatures. However, even with unlimited magic power, the domination was not eternal. Humans arose with dragons, with dragoons in front. Nothing was their match because they obtained the power of the dragon. Finally, they drove Melbu Frama into a corner. I felt certain of my victory. And it was in the next moment the spell of petrification cast by Melbu captured me. I have waited for 1100 years. 11,000 years. Time, almost eternal, dissolved the spell of Melbu, and I was released from captivity. Days spent with Rose became the eternal past. I lived as the father of Dart in this age. till the tragic day in Neat. I cannot believe it. I am here, that is fact. Then both Dad and Rose are heroes of the Dragon campaign? Yes, but that's not all. Humans made a mistake. Silly humans destroyed the crystal sphere, which was the container of the soul, along with the royal capital Cadessa. The Virage embryo, the god of destruction, was exultant. It could now be born. The free soul released from the crystal sphere started to wonder. In order to go back to the body left in the moon that never sets, to be born as the last god, and to destroy the world. The soul without a body possesses a human body and heads for the moon that never sets, by repeating the transmigration every 180 years. You now know the soul of the god of destruction is the Moonchild. The truth of the Moonchild in the legend. Count 108 years, and when the moon that never sets glares in red, the Moonchild descends to the earth and shall give a holy blessing to the world. The holy blessing is the destruction. The destruction of Soa's will is... The destruction is Soa's will. This is the fate that rules the future of the world. But there was one dragoon who found out about it. In order to deter the birth of the god of destruction, she has had to kill the moon children by stopping her own time. She was even called a demon. That is the true self of Rose, the black monster. Oh my god. I've been kind of waiting for that to turn out to be the thing. It's a little... Anyway. Rose is the black monster. Oh. Tell me it's not true. Dude, I didn't kill your dad. He's right there. The Moonchild has to be killed, and the people around it too, before they become the servants of the god of destruction. Neat. Too? For 11,000 years, there have been no exceptions. God! Why you? Why do you have to be the black monster? That's it. What are you going to do? Let me tell you one more truth. Rose, you thought the Princess Luvia you killed 18 years ago was the Moonchild. But it is not true. What? Luvia had a twin sister. No. Shauna is the Moonchild. Oh my god. Shauna is the soul of the Virage embryo, the god of destruction. I'll dissolve the signet of the moon that never sets and cross it with the Moonchild. Now I have everything in my hands. Release Shauna. And you are going to kill her? To save the world? I'll kill her. This is the limitation of humans. Zeeg, why? All is the will of the Creator Soa. My hands start the world, and my hands end the world. Yes, fate desires it. Dad, wait! Shauna! Do you want to save now? Yes, probably. It sounds like we might be going into Disc 4. Chapter 4, Moon and Fate. That means it's Disc 4. Hey, guess what? Please insert Disc 4. Well, that's exciting. We made it. We made it to the part of the game where we're getting into all the JRPG end of game tropes. And the story is kind of coming together now that like all of the names are being laid out in like the same scene again. Like the whole Lloyd thing did not hit right. And a lot of it came down to just like, oh yes, we have Emperor other D name with 4 letters. Or was Doel 5 letters? I don't remember. But either way, it's very much just like, wait a minute. Who? What? God? So tree of thing 107th, 108th, 109th sold to the highest bidder. And then not getting to fight Lloyd. And then just like, Shauna's been sidelined. Here's not Shauna to take the place. Anyway, hey, cool. We made it through this disc in like record time compared to all of our other discs. It was 20 episodes, I think, for the first disc, and then like a little bit less than 20, which I was really proud about. And I think this has only been like 12 or something like that. So, well, hey, we're going into disc 4, getting towards the end. I have no idea how much there is in disc 4. But I do know that I want to backtrack across the world at some point to try to buy myself another Ultimate War God. And yeah. I guess we have some weird wizard guy to fight at some point, and we also need to go punch some dragoons, I guess, or something. But all in all, well, hey, we made it into Disc 4, and the plot is like heating up. And it's like, oh no, the stakes, they're real now. We're not just like traveling after Lloyd because, ooh, that Lloyd always stealing the moon objects. It does feel like the plot has just kind of taken a really long time to get to the point that it's, you know, thing. Anyway, I'm going to stop complaining for now, at least. And we'll pick this up next time in Disc 4. Woohoo! Thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.